Welcome to qnawire.
So the setup here is we have one stone, so I'll just say stone 1 and stone 2. And stone 1 is dropped first, and then stone 2 is dropped 1.5 seconds later. And we want to know how far apart they are when stone 2 has a speed of 12 meters per second. So first of all, I know that the acceleration for both of them is minus g. I also know their initial velocity is both 0. And for stone 2, I know our final velocity, well, our final speed is 12 meters per second, but we're falling down, so that means the velocity is going to be negative 12 meters per second. And now I can figure out how far stone 2 has gone when it reaches that velocity by saying our final velocity squared is our initial velocity squared plus 2a delta y. I'm looking for delta y here, so Vf is 12, V0 is 0, and our acceleration is minus g, so I'll say minus 2 times 9.8 times delta y. And if we solve this, we get 144 is negative 2 times 9.8 times delta y. And so delta y is negative 7.34 meters. Now we also know from this we can get the time it takes to reach that position. So we can say delta y is v0t plus 1/2 at squared. And we already have all the information we need here to solve for t. So minus 7.34. Our initial velocity is still 0, so that term goes away. And now we have minus 1/2 times 9.8 times t squared. And so if we solve for t, so t squared is about 1.5. So t is 1.22 seconds. And now we can plug in this time into stone 1 and figure out what position stone 1 is at. However, we have to remember that it was dropped first. So if we say for stone 1, our delta y, this is delta y2 over here, I'll say delta y1. Same equation. And we're looking for delta y1. Our v0 is 0. Same, minus 1/2 times 9.8. And our t now is, this time we got for stone 2, plus the 1.5 second head start the stone had. And so if we solve this now, we get delta y1 is going to equal 36.25. That's negative, right? Because we get a negative here. Yep, that's going to be negative 36.25 meters. And so we know negative 36.25 and negative 7.34. So if we want to find how much they're separated by, we can do delta y2 minus delta y1 is minus 7.34 minus negative 36.25. You could also deal with positive numbers and you get the same result, but I like to be consistent with signs. And so here we get 28.9 meters for the separation of the two stones, and that's when the velocity of stone 2 is 12 meters per second. This is how far they're separated by.